Coming to you from the set of College Game Day in Morgantown, West Virginia, where Lee Corso is starting to sound more like Lou Holtz every day, and where Samantha Ponder can't help but ponder, leaving Christian Ponder for Clint Trickett and his luscious Jesus hair. This is First in Fantasy, and I am your host, Mr. Nils. What's up, WVUFFL? What a week it is. What a week we are about to embark on. Not only is it another huge week here for the WVUFFL, but we are also getting ready for College Game Day here in Morgantown. Last I heard, 80-plus tents out there already as of last night, Tuesday night. That is crazy, you know? I mean, back when we were in college, we had a few fellow owners go out there and camp out a couple nights before for the first College Game Day ever in Morgantown, and that was in. I think they were the 6th tent out there on Thursday night. 80-plus tents out there on Tuesday, so you could see the excitement in everybody in this student body for this game coming up between the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Texas Christian Horned Frog. So besides the fact, I just wanted to get that out there because that's just a super exciting thing that's going on around town. But more importantly, WVUFFL heading into week number 9. An exciting couple of matchups going on this week. But first off, want to go over a little bit of last week. I'm sorry I missed you guys a week ago, but this past week's games were insane. Some of the highest scoring games I've ever seen in this league, including a monster week from Jared and Get Off My Dicka, 171.6 points. Mike D just can't catch a break. The guy's 4-4. He's got one of the best teams in the league, highest scoring team in the league. He put up 142.2 points and still lost by almost 30. That's just what you call bad luck. I'm sorry, Mike, but I mean, what a game by Jared. Another strong game from Justin, Phil Dawson's Creek, 161.5, beating the Gemiolo show and Bill, who put up 114.1. That's another solid output, but he lost by, almost 50 points. Then you got other teams, Toughest Nils, 136.5, Matty Ice and Easy, 132.6. Peyton Sandy Cabana, 126.7. All those teams made it above 100 and decisively. They made it over by a lot. That's a lot of points, guys. What a week. We can only hope that the Mountaineers come out and put up that kind of a drubbing on TCU this week, Clint and company. We can only hope, right? But that is for Saturday. As for this week, let's see if we can put up more monster numbers this upcoming week here in week number 9 of the WVUFFL. The league's starting to take a lot of shape here. You guys don't need any reminding of that. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. Let's see. We got week 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 weeks. 5 more weeks for the regular season. So it's going to be a good one, guys. It's going to be a good couple weeks coming up. Another good week coming up this week. Some great matchups. When we come back, I will get to my picks of the week. You guys don't need any introduction to those. And we will get ready for week number 9 coming up after the commercial break. Dana Holgorsen is always ready for game day. What makes him so amped? What gives him the confidence to run a draw play on 3rd and 25? What provokes him to break at least 5 headsets a game strictly out of pure rage? Red Bull. Though it no longer gives you wings, it does turn you into a halfway competent head coach of a Division I college football program. Red Bull, the official sponsor of Dana Holgorsen and WVU football. Let's go, Mountaineers. Welcome back, WVUFFL. Getting ready for week number 9 to go along with an absolutely huge game for the West Virginia Mountaineers this week. Us as a part of the WVUFFL have to show our support for them Mountaineers. One of the biggest games, I think, personally, in the history of the program. It's a big game. I mean, maybe going a little above and beyond by saying one of the biggest games in the history of the program, but man, it's a big one. If they win this one, they got a possibility to do some big things. But done talking about that. What you guys want to know about Week 9 of the WVUFFL? I will get right to the point. Game of the week. Matchup of two 6-2 teams, Matty Ice and Easy and Game of Maroons. Looking at this game, it should be a good matchup, but it won't be. Steve has a million players on bye. Clearly didn't plan that out. It's going to force him to play Drew Brees finally. I mean, he's been winning with Kyle Orton. It blows my mind, but how can you start Kyle Orton over Drew Brees? That's beside the point. He's going to be forced to play him if he wants to start a valid lineup this week. Strictly because Steve has going to have a hard time filling a halfway decent team, though. There's so many other guys on his team going to bye. Ryan wins this one pretty easily. Ryan's, again, one of the better teams in this league. Tough as Nils versus the Gemiolo Show, former roommates going at it. I think Bill has upset on his mind over CJ, and you know what? I think he's going to get it. Despite what the projections say CJ is going to win by a decent amount, but looking at it, Dalton going up against Jacksonville is favorable for Bill. I think he takes this one. I really think that the Gemiolo Show gets the job done over Tough as Nils this week. It's gonna be a close game, but I think that Bill comes out on top. Backfields in McCoy versus Sooner Not Later will win. Rodgers on a bye spells trouble for the Gemiolos. Brady starting to hit his stride for Josh. This one shouldn't be really that close either. Backfields and McCoy over Sooner Not Later will win. Heisenbergers versus Dream Creamers. Connor's team reeling due to injuries, but so is Tony's. You know that both teams have a little bit of injury problems. While Connor's really struggling at the running back position, I think Andrew Luck, who's the best quarterback, the best fantasy player in the league so far, pretty much. I think he'll be enough to get him a win this week and narrowly edge Tony in a pretty low-scoring affair. Peyton Sandy Cabana versus Busta Kaepernick. The Mike Glennon experience is over for AJ, and he's getting Cat back this week against the Rams. Peyton, as always, is a threat for Jim, but his wide receivers have seen better days. Even with AJ Green coming back, Mohamed Sanu should be fine for AJ. Along with Dez Bryant. Busta Kaepernick is going to get this one done over Peyton Sandy Cabana in a close one. I think it will be close. Oh, cry me some Rivers versus Phil Dawson's Creek. Mike has scored the most points in the league this year, and he's only 4-4. Ouch. Ouch. That's what you call bad luck. He has one of the best squads out there. He might have the best overall, stacked-wise. I think he'll definitely find a way into the playoffs, no doubt, barring any injuries. I don't think he'll have a problem there. Justin's going to be forced, as of right now, to start Austin Davis against San Francisco with Stafford on a bye. This one should be all Mike D. Oh, cry me some Rivers over Phil Dawson's Creek. Last but not least, Get Off My Ditka versus Team 215 Bad Boy. With Romo's status in doubt, Jared would be in trouble against any other team, especially with Lacey on a bye as well. But he's not really in that much trouble against Jeremy's. I'm not sure if Jeremy's just completely thrown in the towel this year or what, but it's just not going his way. Jared, you're going to have to do something about Lacey being on a bye because there's really no other running back depth on your bench that is playable this week. There's a couple other guys on bye. But after last week's performance of 171 plus points, Jared should be fine against Jeremy. Get Off My Dick over Team 215 Bad Boy. That's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, huge week for so many different reasons. I'm hearing rain and possible snow in Morgantown on Saturday. Are you kidding? Who would that benefit? Would it benefit the colder weather players of West Virginia or somewhat a team from TCU that has not played a single game outside of Texas this year? We'll see, but I'm really looking forward to that game. I cannot wait for the Mountaineers to get out there and get it done. Get up, get loud for game day, folks. Also, get up and get ready for week number 9 of the WVUFFL. Thank you for listening to First in Fantasy.